share. What's up, y'all? Tasha checking in with another video. And this video is going to be a story time of when I used to drive Uber. And the story time is she threw up in my car. If it's your first time joining me, go ahead and like this video, comment in the comment section, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Let me get some more light up in here, you know what I'm saying? Light up in here. Hold on, y'all. What's up? You back, Janae? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Let me, hold on, y'all. I'm trying out this new thing I got. Hold on. What's up? All right, I had to turn on the light over by the door. See that? Give me some more light or something. I don't know what the heck. Hold on. All right, y'all. So I want to do this story time, right? Because I used to drive Uber and Lyft. And as y'all know, I reported on one of my hot topics about this girl who is suing the Lyft and Uber driver, right? Because she was wilding all outside. She tried to get up in this man's car. And now he might not be able to drive Lyft no more because of her allegations and her lawsuit, right? So we're going to get into the story time of one of my rides, okay? So I used to do Uber back in the day. Now, this happened some years ago when I was still living in DC. And if y'all are joining me, go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe. So, when I was living in DC, I used to drive Uber, right? I loved it because it was like, it's like getting money every few minutes when you pick up somebody. Like, it's that constant of getting money. It becomes addictive, and it's fun because you get to meet different people. You get to see where they're going. You get to learn the city, see different places and stuff like that. Even though I'm from DC, born and raised, doesn't mean that I know every area and facet of DC, right? And so doing Lyft and Uber allowed me to see some areas and places that I never even was, privy to, right? So one day, it was a Saturday night. And Saturday night was our busy nights for Lyft and Uber. So it was a Saturday night, and I'm just like out, getting my money, driving around and getting it, okay? And so I pull up I get a trip. Trip goes off. I'm in Chinatown, and I'm at New York Avenue. So I'm at the corner of like New York Avenue and Chinatown. That whole vibe, if y'all know about DC, right? And so I see this man standing with this woman. They're standing on the side of the corner, and I'm about to pull up, and that's my ride. Now, keep in mind, I just got this car, okay? What's up, y'all coming in the room? Hey, Q or Key. What's up, Coffee Claws? What's up, Nyla? Welcome to the live. Go ahead and like this video up. Like it up, like it up, like it up. Like it up, like it up, like it up. Like this video and subscribe to the Redefine Me family. All right, y'all. So, I pull up. This guy is standing there with the lady, right? Keep in mind, I had a 2007 Nissan Altima. I love that car, right? I love that car, right? So this car was new. I only had it for a couple of months. So I used to keep it clean. I love Betty Boo. I had a little Betty Boo sticker on one side, and I love the Washington Redskins at the time. That was their name on the other side. On the back of my car, it was clean. I love my car. It was a used car, but it was new to me. What's up, Brayden? Welcome to the live. What's up, Ryder? Aren't you the girl who plays Orange? I ain't never been on TV, because if I was that girl, I had bank. So, okay, so I pull up, pick up these people. Now, the man is standing there, and he's fine. Nothing's wrong with him. All of a sudden, the girl, she's leaning on him like she had a good night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, oh, God, what's about to happen with them? What's going on? So I pull up. Say, are you so-and-so? He says yes. They get into the car, right? The girl is like, and I'm like, oh God. I was like, oh God, what is about to happen? So we driving, right? So I picked them up in DC. They're going to Virginia. So if y'all know, Virginia, the DMV is a little cluster. So Virginia isn't that far. So while I'm driving, she laid up on him and everything. I'm thinking in my head, please do not let this chick throw up in my car, because if she throw up in my car, I'm going to lose it. Okay. So we driving, okay? Everything going smooth. We get to Virginia. This is where he lives at. So we get to Virginia, we're in his parking lot, okay? We pull up in there and they're about to get out of the car. As soon as they're about to get out of the car, the female wakes up and she burps. She's like, she does that like, throw up burp. And I'm like, oh my God, please don't let her throw up in my car. So I'm just looking back there and I'm like, she don't look too good. You need to hurry up and pull her. Now this dude had little muscles on him, like he work out and stuff. But the muscles was just for show, because the raggedy Negro could not pull her out of the car and get her out in time. Girlfriend burped. When she burped, she threw up exorcist style all over my car. Everywhere. On the back of the seat, on the ceiling, on the floor, on the seat. She threw up everything. It was trajectory all over the back car. Now, I'm in the driver's seat, and at this point, I'm just like this, because I'm so mad that I wanted to curse them out and snap. But because it was like I was so mad, I couldn't curse them out. It was unreal. So the dude, I get out the car, I slam my door, I'm pissed. So the dude is like, I can't believe this, blah, blah, blah. She threw up so much all over the place and on him that he had to take his shirt off. When he took his shirt off, I was mad, but I was looking like, because he wasn't a bad looking guy, right? So he took his shirt off. She falls out of the car and she proceeds to throw up outside of the car. She falls in the throw up. It was disgusting. So now I'm fuming. I'm pissed. So I'm taking pictures. I get my phone and I'm taking pictures, because Uber's policy was, if somebody throw up in your car, they do something to your car, you can take a picture, submit it to them, and Uber will pay you $250, right? So I was thinking to myself, I'm out to get the money because this dude got me messed up, him and his drunken girlfriend, right? So he's like, well, can you not get her in the picture, blah, blah. I was like, dude, ain't nobody trying to hit it. She just threw up in my brand new car. It was used, but it was new to me. Excuse me. Still trying to get over my cough. Forgive me for that. So he sits up here, drags her out of the car, and she's sitting on the floor, and she's talking about, don't take me in the picture. Don't take me in the picture. I ain't hearing nothing she's saying. I probably got her in the picture. I took every picture I could think of, okay? So keep in mind, it was July. It was July. So that means in DC in July, it was fuming hot outside. That means while I drove home, at the time I lived in Maryland. So while I was driving home, the daggone throw up smell was smacking me in the face. I had to roll the windows down to try to get some type of circulation. However, July in the DMV is sticky hot and it's horrible. So it's smacking me in the face, to throw up and stuff. I pull over at a gas station. I had some paper towels and some cleaning stuff. I'm trying to clean as much as I can out of the car. Wasn't that successful. Fine. I got in the house because at the time when I dropped them off, it was like 4 a.m. in the morning. So it wasn't like no car wash or nothing was open. So I got to my apartment, right? I'm pissed. I had to leave my windows cracked. I wanted to leave them all the way down, but because I didn't want nobody to rob my car. But once they got in the car and they smelled the car, they probably would have ran away. So they would have tried to steal the car anyway. So I'm sitting up here, I get in the house. As soon as I get in the house, I sit on my couch and I start sending Uber pictures. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just getting over a cold. So as soon as I get in the house, I start sending Uber pictures. I'm like, y'all got me messed up. Y'all not about to throw up in my car. I'm about to get this money. So while I'm sending them pictures, all of a sudden I get a phone call. It's from the guy that was with the girl. I'm like, how did he get my number? Because when you finish your trip with the person, y'all communication is supposed to cease. But anyway, he called me and he said, could you please not report this to Uber? If you meet me tomorrow on New York Avenue, where you pick me up at, I work down there, and I will give you $300 in cash if you don't report it to Uber. Now, I know what y'all thinking, right? You should have met him, got the $300, and reported to Uber. That way you would have had $550. But because I'm a woman of integrity, I was like, I'm not going to do that. So cool. I went and I met him on the next day. I told him I'm not going to report it to Uber. I went and I met him the next day on New York Avenue during his lunch break. He pops up. He's in a suit, okay? He looked like he's a professional dude. He starts peeling off $300 cash and he gives it to me. He starts explaining to me that that was my first date with the girl. I don't really know her. I'm like, dude, I don't need to hear the backstory. Whatever y'all had going on is what y'all had going on, right? But in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, you must have been a horrible person or a horrible date, because how the heck did this girl drink so much that she threw up that much all over your car? And then he tells me that that was his apartment I dropped him off at, and she just parked there. So now the girl was so drunk, she had to sleep at his house. She couldn't even leave. Could you imagine waking up the next morning, having thrown up all over the dude, having racked up a bill that he had to pay? That's probably the most expensive day. But I don't feel sorry for him, because I feel like he was trying to get some booty from the girl. That's why he allowed her to keep drinking like that. Because even if it's your first day, you don't know her like that, you could at least say, hey, maybe you need to slow down. Because granted, he paid for the date. So you could have been like, I'm not paying for all this alcohol. You get one drink or something. Put your foot down. But you allow her to keep going because you was going to try to get some drunk booty, but it backfired, because the only thing she could really do was walk sideways, go to your house. Now he had to take care of her, hose her off, change her clothes, give her something to sleep in. He probably had to wash the clothes, like all of this for somebody that you just met because you was trying to get the booty. And that's what you get, okay? So, but anyway, fast forward, he handed me the money. I was like, all right, cool. I'm not going to report it to Uber. And I did, right? Now, when I got to my house, though, I had already reported it to Uber. But Uber contacted me and said, did you all work this out? I told them, we worked it out. You don't have to go no further with it, right? So cool. I had a friend of mine at the time. He was able to clean out my car. So I gave him $100. He detailed my car. He scrubbed it down, got all of the throw up out, everything. The car smelled great after that. I put plug-ins and stuff all over the place, and it smelled great after that. I didn't have to worry about that. So I gave him $100 and I was left with $200. And so it ended up working itself out, y'all. Moral of the story, if you're going to get in an Uber ride, treat these people cars with respect. These are these people's personal vehicles. You cannot sit up here. Hold on, y'all. You can't sit up here and get in these person cars and think you just gonna run amok and do whatever, and they not supposed to say anything or do anything. These are people's personal vehicles, and that was mine. And not only that, she messed me up because I couldn't do Uber. Like, they were gonna be my last ride anyway, but the next day I wanted to go out and do Uber, and I couldn't because I had to wait for my friend to wash my car out, clean it out real good, because she threw up everywhere. Just the worst. And women, if you go on a first date with a guy, do not sit up here and throw up. Or, I'm sorry, do not drink so much that you throw up on this date. Child, she threw up so much. She threw up everything that she had for the last 3 days. It was everywhere and it was horrible. And I'm just like, why would you do that on a first date? But that's what he said. I think he's lying. I think he knew this chick outside of that. So fast forward, after I got my car clean and everything worked out and I got back to doing Uber, I was on high alert. When I go out on the weekends, if I saw anyone that appeared to be drunk, I would cancel the trip. So I was in Chinatown again. It was 2 Caucasian guys. I was looking for the people that I was supposed to pick up because it was busy. On Friday and Saturday and Sunday, actually, DC pops. It was popping. So I'm down there in Chinatown. I'm driving. I'm looking for the dudes. All of a sudden, I look across the street and I see two white guys over there. And the guy was just like, hey, it's us. And they're leaning on each other and everything like that. Soon as I saw them and I looked over, I was like, boop, boop, boop. I canceled the trip and I went on about my business, because you're not going to throw up in my car again. It's not happening. Fast forward from that. Another trip I picked up, it was Indian kids, younger kids, that was coming from a club on 18th Street. Now, if y'all don't know 18th Street in DC, 18th Street is where they have clubs from the bottom of the hill all the way to the top of the hill on each side of the street. It's every type of club you could think of. African, Indian, Native American, whatever nationality you are, Jamaican, there's a spot for you on 18th Street if you ever go to DC. Okay, so I'm on 18th Street. Get the trip come in. They up here get in the car. Now, I didn't know that she had been drinking. When they got in the car, this is the thing. I asked them, I said, has she been drinking? Is she cool? They're like, oh no, she's cool. We got tissues and we got bags. Now, she had been drinking, but these people were prepared. She had a bag and she had some tissue, so she was able to handle her business. So I let this one slide. And while we was driving, she did throw up a little bit inside the bag, but at least it was in the bag, okay? It wasn't no daggone projectile all over the daggone car. So I could respect them for that. So those are my 3 incidents that I had to deal with. People that were drunk, throwing up. But the worst one of them all was, of course, the main story, the first one, where the lady threw up all over my car. And it was my brand new. I had only had this car, y'all, for maybe 2 months before this lady had decided to exorcist style throw up all over my daggone car. Horrible. So anyway, y'all, that's my story time. If y'all liked it, I know it was a short story time, y'all can go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. I'm going to be coming and bringing y'all some Uber story times for y'all, because I got a lot of stuff that has happened in my Uber. I have one story where when I moved to Atlanta and I picked up 3 gay dudes in the back of my car, and they tried to have the sex in the back of my car. I had to tell them, do not pull out anything in the back of my car. Please do not do that. My daughter sits back there. Don't pull it out. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't know. Y'all are 5 minutes from your house. Hold all that Sodom and Gomorrah till y'all get to your house. Oh my God, I have so many stories. I have a story when I was in DC and this girl tried to push up on me. She was asking me to meet her back here so I could take her home. And in the morning, she would make me breakfast. I said, in the morning, that would entail that we would do something at the night for me to have a morning with you. I have so many stories. Uber and Lyft drivers have stories for days, and you would not believe how badly people disrespect Uber and Lyft drivers. I have a story where a woman got my Uber account deactivated when I moved to Atlanta because she wanted her dog to ride in the car. I told the lady, no ma'am, I'm not going to take your dog because I do this full time. I pick up other people. There could be people allergic to your dog hair, and I don't, even though I clean my car, I may not get everything. So I would prefer not to take your dog in the drive. She acted like she understood and then turned around and reported me to Uber. This is why I say the lady, the big lady that's out right now that's suing Lyft and probably got this man's account deactivated is trash, because this man probably was using Lyft as a full-time income, and because your big old tail didn't book a Lyft XL when you know that's what you needed, now this man may suffer. His family may miss out on food. He may not be able to pay his bills because you know goodness well your fat tail could not fit in his sedan. I don't understand people, child, but I got stories for days. So I might do that Friday nights start coming on, telling y'all some Uber stories. Y'all let me know if y'all like this story. If y'all did, leave some comments about it. If y'all have a crazy Uber story, because there could be passengers that have a crazy Uber story on the reverse side of a driver. So y'all let me know about y'all Uber and Lyft experiences, and I will let y'all know about mine. Okay. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for watching my story time, my short story time. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Redefine Me channel. We have a good time over here. I love y'all so much. Until we meet again, bye.